guys, welcome back. So in today's video, I wanted to share with you my week and how I kind of like organize myself just to keep my house in order, and kind of sort of like my cleaning routine, but it's more than just a cleaning routine. It's just like a productivity, keep things in order kind of routine. So it is Monday. It's about 9:30 right now. I am taking my first break of the day to eat some breakfast. This is usually about the time that I eat breakfast. So I've got some cottage cheese and eggs here, and then I have a banana, and then I made a coffee. This is a white chocolate mocha with some homemade white chocolate syrup, white chocolate syrup, which you should have already seen in my last vlog. So make sure and check that out. I linked the recipe in that vlog, and it is super delicious. If you love the Starbucks white chocolate mocha, definitely try this recipe. This is my Taylor Swift cup that one of my friends got me for Christmas last year. But anyway, so normally on Mondays, I will sit down on my first break while I eat and just like make a to-do list for the whole week. And this is kind of just like one of those lists that is more like a brain dump, if you ever heard that phrase. I think it originally came from Tiffany Beeston, but I use it. So it's kind of just called a brain dump. You get everything that's out of your brain onto paper, and then you can organize it in a different way. So that's what I like to do on Mondays. So I'm gonna sit down and do that. And then after I get done with that, we will kind of just like pick things off of the brain dump, just like 3 or 4 things. I don't try to overwhelm myself, and then we'll just pick things every day, and then we'll complete those tasks. And whatever I don't get to, then is usually what you guys see in my weekend vlogs. So I just kind of wanted to share this video just to kind of maybe give you some motivation, maybe give you some ideas, I don't know, just somewhere to start to keep yourself organized and to maybe feel better about your house. I have been doing this method ever since I started working from home, which has been about 5 months now, and it's really worked. It's really helping. My mental health is a lot better, and it's just like taken a huge load off me. And I've actually been able to relax more and focus more on my family on the weekends. So this is definitely working. So like I said, I'm gonna sit here, eat my breakfast, and I'm gonna make a to-do list for the whole week, and then I will come back and show you. Okay, so it's a little bit later. I'm actually getting ready to go to lunch, but I had a meeting that I had to go to, or I had to get on. So here's kind of what I got going on. I literally just write everything down that I feel like I need to do. And then like important things that I don't want to forget to do. So like I have dinner with a friend on Wednesday. We have a trick or treat to go to with the school on Thursday. I need to go to the bank and deposit some money, and then just like random things. So what I'll do, I don't know how much I'm going to get to this today because I have a lot of actual like work I need to do. But I will of course take you along. We'll see what all we can get done. But right now I'm going to go make some lunch, and then I got to come back and finish up like 10 or so accounts. And then I will catch back up with you guys here in just a little bit. So last night for dinner, we had chicken parm. So I'm gonna heat up some lunch real quick. But I wanted to share that I get a 30-minute lunch. So normally I will just sit down and eat. But today, because I feel like I have a little bit more housework, I am going to try and multitask a little bit. Now, some people would say, take your lunch, relax, but I kind of feel like I have to balance that because if I don't keep up with my housework, then it affects my mental health. And I'm really trying to prioritize my mental health right now, and I'm trying to recognize what some people would call triggers. And a messy house is definitely one of my triggers. There's an empty plate in the microwave for whatever reason. So I'm trying, even though like I don't like doing housework, I know that keeping up with my house keeps me healthy. So that's definitely something that I've been trying to prioritize. While my lunch is in the microwave, I'm gonna go ahead and unload and load my dishwasher because that's something really quickly that I can do. I don't have a whole lot of stuff, but I did not do the dishes last night after I cooked dinner because me and the kids were decorating cookies. So I didn't get to that last night, and you know, most nights I do get to it. Probably like 5 out of 7 nights I do the dishes before I go to bed, but last night was just not one of those nights. So I'm gonna do that really quickly while my lunch is heating up and get that done. My list here, and there's really nothing that I can do while I multitask and eat, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sit down and eat. I'll probably go to the living room, watch some TV, and then I'll get back to work. So that's kind of like my thought process. I kind of just look and see what I can multitask and do while I'm at lunch. So there's not really anything that I can do. I could maybe edit my grocery haul. I might do that, but we'll just have to see. Okay, so I just got done eating lunch, and I did go ahead and edit my grocery haul. Gosh. So that's done. That's uploading. So that's off my to-do list. You guys, my husband during that grocery haul was watching me and just making it super awkward and just like making all these weird noises. So if you hear that in that grocery haul, that's what that's for. But it cracked me up and I wasn't going to redo it. So it is what it is. But I have to buckle down and get some work done, so I don't know what else I'm going to get done today. If I do, I'll share it with you. Otherwise, I will catch up with you tomorrow. Okay, so it is Tuesday, and I basically made a separate list. I just kind of pulled some things from this to-do list, and I added them to here. And then I also added some things that I just need to get done just like today. So I did not get to the dishes last night, so I'll need to do that. And then I need to make my bed, just kind of pick up the house, put it back in order. I need to put away the clean clothes. I need to wash my laundry too. I'm out of clothes again. I'm wearing my last outfit, so I need to do that. I need to finish my grocery haul, meaning I need to do the thumbnail and the description box and the tags and get that scheduled for tomorrow. I need to put together the kids' boo baskets. I actually forgot to do that yesterday. And then when they got up this morning to get dressed for school, I realized that I forgot to give them their socks and their scarf. So that's not going to be in their baskets today when they get home from school, but at least they were able to wear that to school today. We are also having shrimp and rice for dinner tonight, so I need to get the shrimp out of the freezer and get that thawed so I can marinate it. It's a 30-minute marinade, so it's not like a huge deal, but I just need to make sure that the shrimp is thawed. And then I need to make the rice fairly early for the fried rice. I should have done that yesterday, but I just forgot. And then I would like to get started on my recipe book. I did like a very, very rough draft, but I want to put it from paper to my computer. So that's kind of what I would like to get done today. Like I said, I don't always get everything done, but I do try to, and putting it on paper on a list just makes it more feasible for me instead of having just like a giant list of things to do. It's more like an actual, like, this is what you're going to get done today instead of a brain dump, if that makes sense. So it just helps my mind stay clear. So I have some work I need to get done. I need to work for a little bit, and then I will take a break, make some breakfast, probably do the dishes and just like pick up the house. And then I'll get back to work. We'll kind of just tackle these things in little spurts throughout the day when I need to like get up and, you know, walk around from my computer. So I'm going to get to work, and then I'll catch up with you guys when I start my cleaning list.
Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby. I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Guess it never hit conversation takes two, paying it some interest from time to time. Inside all that greatness and all of your adventures, you're all alone. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside you while you're going on about your simple life. Nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble and everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes, with his humble and everlasting ego. Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago, and every bit of you couldn't face the truth that maybe you're just not that nice and humble kind. That would be a lie.
So I have been working literally all day, just like trying to catch up on things, and I finally got a couple seconds to sit down and work up a rough draft on my recipe book. So I am making this stuff for me, but I'm also going to be sharing it with you guys. This is obviously a rough draft, but you know, I'm also working on a budget book that came in today that's for me, but I also want to share it with you guys. So I just came up with this rough draft, and I'm sure that I'll tweak it. It probably won't be ready until Christmas. Christmas is my goal, so that you can buy it for Christmas gifts or whatever. But yeah, I'm starting it, and I'm hoping that it's gonna go good. So I use Canva to do all this stuff. If you've not heard of Canva, it's super easy. There's a lot of things that are like for the pro, and you can like buy the subscription. I've bought it, but I don't have it right now. It's just kind of one of them things that if I need it, then I'll buy it. But as of right now, I don't really think I'm going to need it for this project. But anyway, I just thought I would share with you the rough draft. And yeah. So it is 4:49 right now. I can clock out at 4:53, because I always clock in 7 minutes early. We have a 7-minute rule with my employer, so I can clock in 7 minutes early and I can clock out 7 minutes early. So I try to do that so I can be out of here a little bit earlier so I can go get Riley, but I didn't do that this morning. I think I have to clock out like right at 5. But I've done a lot of work today, and honestly, I'm running out of work with this job. So with this job, I already have 8 locations that I work, and I'm like, when I first started, they call them work queues. So you work in the work queues where all the accounts are. And when I first started, there was like 800 plus in both of these work queues for all of these locations. And now I have them down to like 30 and 40. So what I do is I just like work through them and just like post adjustments and fight the claims and do appeals and stuff like that. And I just follow up on them, make sure that claims are getting paid the way that they're supposed to with the contracts. And so at this point, I am caught up. So I try to like pace myself, and I did tell my boss that I was running out, and she is trying to figure out what she can give me. The only reason why I even said anything is because my productivity has not been great. The goal is 95%, and with my last audit, it was down to like 60%. And she asked me why, and I said, well, you know, for one, I'm working on harder accounts, so it's taking me longer, or I'm spending all this time on these accounts and then I can't actually work them, so I have to wait until I meet with my trainer once a week so that she can tell me what to do. So although I am spending some time on accounts, it looks like I'm not, because whenever you make a note in an account, you type in a code too. So that's kind of how they track your productivity. So anyway, all of this to say, they're trying to give me another location. They just don't know which one yet. They're trying to see who they can take it from to give to me. But I'm feeling like I don't want them to take advantage of me. Not to like toot my own horn, but I'm pretty smart and I catch on pretty quickly. And I do have like 8 years experience in this field with insurance and stuff. I am a lot more experienced with like eligibility, but I do have some claim knowledge as well and some clinical knowledge that a lot of the people on our team don't have. I am the youngest by like 30 years. Everyone on our team is like 40, 45, 50, 60, like they're about to retire. So I feel like I just don't want them to take advantage of me because that's happened to me in the past, and I'm just trying to keep from that. So I don't know. But at the same time, like I have to work and I have to do my job. So I feel like I'm in a lose-lose situation. Good morning, you guys. So it is Wednesday morning. It's about 7:45. My husband just left to go to the gym and kids are off to school. I've been sitting here working for a while. I did get up and make a to-do list, and I did clean up the kitchen because last night I did not get to it after Halloween. I just was tired. So I did make my to-do list. I wanted to share it with you. So I've got dishes, which I already did. I did go ahead and pick up the house just to kind of like get moving around this morning. So I picked up the house. I still need to wash my electric skillet. We had fried rice last night, so I try not to put that in the dishwasher if I can keep from it. So I like to hand wash that. So I still need to do that. I need to take out the trash. I need to pick up the kids' rooms. They're not bad. They just like in the morning when they're getting ready and stuff, things just like get out of place. So sometimes I like to go in there and just like pick it up for them. Riley is still sleeping, so I'm not going to go to her room, but her room usually stays pretty clean because she's not really in there. I need to wash Terry's laundry. I need to edit my vlog. That's like a big priority today. I need to start my November budget. And by that, I mean, my budget is like ever evolving. So I'm always coming up with new ways to do it, to make it perfect and just like figure out what's working. And I feel like once I start something and once I think that it's working, then I don't know, I change it. So I made this worksheet here. I just went through and wrote down all of our bills and our due dates and stuff like that. So I just need to go through and fill this in. And then I probably won't do my budget until I get my pay stub tomorrow. But it's definitely something that I'm starting to think about for the next month. So I need to do that. I am going to dinner tonight with a friend. So when I go to town tonight, I'm going to go ahead and go by the bank and deposit some money so we can pay our house payment. And then my big cleaning project for today is the bathrooms. So basically I just need to clean the toilets, run my Dyson through the floors. I'm not going to mop. And then just like wipe off the counters and the mirrors. So like nothing big. I just need to like give it a good refresh. So that's going to be my big cleaning project for today. So right now, I think I'm going to go ahead and go grab Terry's laundry and throw that in the washer so that can be going. I'm going to work for a little bit until the baby wakes up, and then I'll have to get her ready and all that stuff. She should be up fairly soon. So I'm going to go ahead and get his laundry in the washer. Okay, so it's about 9:45. I'm going to take a break. I've been working my tail end off. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break and clean the bathrooms really quickly. My husband left to take the baby to her grandma's like 45 minutes ago. He must be out there visiting because he's been gone for a while. But I'm going to go ahead and clean the bathrooms. I might go ahead and fix my hair. I washed my hair last night because I put too much product in it a couple days ago and it was just I wasn't having it. So I went ahead and washed my hair last night, so I need to go ahead and straighten it and it'll be good for a couple days. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get that done. Good morning, you guys. We finally made it to Thursday. Thursday is usually the day of the week that I get really tired. And I've been having a really hard time falling asleep lately, and I think it's like stress and stuff like that. But so I didn't fall asleep until like 11 o'clock last night, and then I made the mistake of taking a melatonin because I couldn't fall asleep. So I think I'm just really tired today, but I went ahead and I made my breakfast. I got the baby off to her grandma's house. They actually just left. I've been working pretty diligently ever since I started this morning. I'm trying to get a couple of these cues work down so that I can start on my new cue. I don't remember if I told you guys, but yesterday I had a meeting with my trainer, and I think I did. But I had that meeting and they gave me four more locations. So at this point I have 12 locations that I work through. So I don't know how I'm feeling about it. So anyway, I'm gonna sit here and eat my lunch or my breakfast. I wish it was lunchtime. And then I'm going to start up on my to-do list. I haven't made my to-do list yet, but I can already tell that it's probably not going to be as extensive as it has been because I have the weekend coming up. So I'm going to save some of that stuff for the weekend. So anyway, I'm going to eat. I'm going to work a little bit. Oh, I did get my vlog edited this morning, so I need to watch that back through. If you guys notice, some of your favorite YouTubers do not watch their stuff back through, and there's things that they should have edited out that they don't, and they'll never even know because they don't watch it back. I just think that's funny whenever I notice that. So I always try and watch mine back just to make sure that I approve everything and just make sure that everything is good to go. So anyway, I'm going to sit here and watch that back, make sure that everything is good, make sure everything checks out, make sure there's no screaming kids or anything. That's like one of my pet peeves, like on TikToks and stuff, is kids like screaming in the background. I can handle the talking and playing and stuff, but like the screaming and crying is like whatever. Anyway, so I'm gonna watch that, eat my breakfast, and then I will catch up with you guys whenever I sit down and make my to-do list. It is quite a bit later. It's lunchtime. I'm getting ready to fix something to eat, but figured I would go ahead and show you my to-do list. So I watched my vlog. I have it uploaded. I just need to do all the back end stuff, so I'll do that here in just a second. I still need to do my November budget. I need to put away my husband's clothes in the dryer. I don't know if I'm actually gonna get to that today. I need to order the living room curtains, which I might do on my lunch. Vacuuming the carpet, I can already tell I'm not going to get to that today because when I get back from lunch, I am starting a new work queue, so I'm going to start working on that. But I do have the dishwasher deep cleaning right now. We have hard water in my house, so I have to clean it like once every 2 weeks or so. And so yeah, it was getting to that point. So I just deep clean it. I just like use a scrubby brush and some Dawn dish soap, and then I put just like a little bit of bleach, like literally a teaspoon of bleach, and then I just run it through an hour cycle. And then tomorrow, I already started thinking about what I'm going to do tomorrow. So I have some money I need to deposit. I need to go to Walmart, get some gas, and then I'm ready to decorate for fall in the bathroom. So I'll do that. And then I also need to run to the Dollar Tree and get just a couple things. I don't need to, but I'm going to. You guys know how that goes, but that will be in the next weekend vlog, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go fix something to eat, and then I'll try and get a couple more things done before I wrap up this video. I also went ahead and meal planned, so I have my meal planner here that I took inventory, and then I did a whole grocery list and a whole meal plan, so that is done too. I have groceries being delivered at 9 in the morning, so that is off my plate too, so that feels good to have that done. Okay, so I am here for the last check-in. So it is about 3:40. So the kids should be home very soon. They're actually going to their grandma's tonight because it's Thursday. But I forgot to call the school and have them get off the bus or have them be pickups. So they're going to ride the bus here, and then I will take them out there in a little bit. They are going to the trunk or treat with their grandma. So that will be fun for them. But I just wanted to check in one last time and let you know that I got my vlog done, so you should have already seen that by now. It's my, when I rearranged my living room and decluttered all my makeup. I went through all my makeup and I decluttered all of that, and it feels so good to have that done. But I also did my budget for November, and that's all I'm gonna get done this week. So I just wanted to say that even though I did not get everything done that I set out to do, I still feel like I don't have a huge weight on my shoulders, which is what this whole thing was about. I wanted to make to-do lists every single day, get done as much as I possibly could get done, prioritize the most important things for my family, for my mental health, for just everything that's important to me. And that's exactly what I did. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that it gave you some ideas of how to do the same for yourself. Even if you don't work from home, I know that there's not a lot of people that actually do work from home. I just got lucky and I'm very blessed and I'm very thankful that I work at home. But even if you don't work from home, even if you say, okay, my casserole in the oven has 30 minutes. What can I get done in 30 minutes? Because if you're anything like me, if the casserole is in the oven for 30 minutes, what I want to do is sit down and relax and scroll TikTok for 30 minutes. But I know that if I do that, I'm not going to get anything else done. So I try to just like think of little things like that. You know, if I spend an extra 15 minutes in the kitchen, I'll put headphones in after dinner. I'll put headphones in. I'll tell my husband, hey, I'm going to clean up the kitchen. Please let me at least clean up the kitchen. It's good for me. It's good for my mental health. And 9 times out of 10, he's like, yeah, no problem. So I'll put in headphones. I will just go to town. And when it's clean, I wake up to a clean kitchen and it just starts my day out so much better. So even if you can just carve out little pockets of time to be able to get something done that's important to you, then it will help, I promise, in the long run. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure and give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. If you're new here, make sure and subscribe. I'm a working mom of 3. I work from home, like I said, but I am a full-time working mom. I do work 40 hours a week, as you saw. So anyway, hope that you guys enjoyed. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.